Hello friends, welcome to my channel Simple Gardening. Today in this video, we'll be looking into a detailed guide on how to grow cabbage. Cabbage belongs to Brassica family and it is one of the easily grown vegetables all across the world. And there are different varieties of cabbages which comes in different colors like green, white, purple and even red color cabbages. Basically, this cabbage belongs to cauliflower and broccoli family. It's a close relative to these vegetables. And this cabbage is originated from Britain and some European countries. However, it's one of the most delicious vegetable which can be easily grown even in pots. Coming to the soils, cabbages prefer well-draining soils and need a minimum of 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight. However, cabbage can be grown in any type of soils, whether it's clay soils, red soils, alluvial soils, or whatever the sandy soils. But it requires a neutral pH of around 6.5 to 7. So here, in order to grow my seed, I have prepared a soil mix where I have used some part of homemade compost, one part of vermicompost, one part of perlite, one part of vermiculite, and 5 parts of coco peat. So this can be used for direct plantation of cabbages also. So I have taken a seed tray, and these cabbage seeds are very minute and they seem to be like mustard seeds. And don't get confused from cabbage to mustard, though both belong to the same family. The characteristics of or the culinary uses are completely different. So you have to sow 1 seed or 2 seed per cell, and you should not sow it very deeply, just superficial layers. You need to sow the cabbage seed since it is very minute. And once you have completed your sowing, just label the tray so that you will not get confused among other vegetables. And it takes around 3 to 5 days for germination. If the weather conditions are favorable, within 3 days the germination will occur, and the maximum period is 1 week. So here all the seedlings had been germinated very well, and at this stage the seedling tray should be moved into sunlight. You can place it in direct sunlight for a period of 2 to 3 hours till this tender seedlings turn into a bit matured seedlings like this. And at this stage, you can keep the seedlings in direct sunlight for a period of 4 to 6 hours. Within a period of 4 to 5 weeks, the seedlings will be ready for transplantation. As you can see here, the seedlings are very healthy and they are very much ready for transplantation. So during this period, we have to feed the plants. Of course, my soil media contains vermicompost and homemade compost, but additional fertilizer should be applied to the seedlings for better growth. And once you have prepared your potting soil ready, here I have added my homemade fertilizer into the pot where I'll be going for transplanting these cabbage seedlings. So from the seedling tray, we need to pull the seedlings so carefully that the stem or the roots will not be harmed at any situation. Slowly uproot the seedling, and without disturbing the root system, you can place it in the pot which you are planning to grow your cabbages. Here I am using a 12-gallon bucket where I'll be planting 2 cabbages. So just make a small pit which holds the root length and place it carefully and just cover it with soil. That's it. You need not plant it till neck deep. Just cover it with the soil. Cabbages can be perfectly grown in any size of pot, starting from 10-inch pot to a maximum of 16-inch diameter pot. And if you are growing in ground or in a field, then you have to maintain a 12 to 24-inch distance between plant to plant. If you prefer a bigger head size, you can plant a single seedling in a 12-inch diameter pot. Since I am growing it for my consumption purpose. I'm not very much worried about the size of the head. So in a 12-inch diameter pot, I have planted 2 seedlings. And this is a 8-inch pot. I wanted to just see how the plant grows in a minimal 8-inch diameter pot. So I have planted, and always remember, cabbages are perfect plants which can be grown as companion plants in any type of, along with any type of vegetable. You can grow cabbage along with eggplants. You can grow along with chili plant. Here in an 18-inch pot, I have one sweet orange plant, one cabbage plant, and one chili plant. It grows very well. The only thing we need to maintain is the moisture. It should be continuously moist. The soil should be continuously moist because cabbages need more water to grow and form heads properly. Otherwise, if there is a deficiency of water, then the heads will split. And this is a 16-inch pot, and I have planted 3 cabbage seedlings in a single pot. Though the heads are not yet formed, it will take another 1 month, but the plant is very healthy, and you can see the formation of rosettes is excellent and it is very healthy. Cabbage have a dense root system, but they are very shallow. So when the top layer of the soil gets dried, the immediate effect of wilting is seen in cabbage plants. So however you water the plants, please maintain the moisture content. The soil should not be soggy, but it should be moist so that the vegetable will not be wilted. And this is a 24-inch tub, and in this I am growing 3 cabbage plants and 1 eggplant. And as I said, I prefer even smaller heads of cabbages, so it doesn't matter and it will be very healthy. So as I said, cabbages are very good companion plants. You can grow along with other plants too. And coming to nutrition or fertilizer application for a cabbage, cabbages are heavy nitrogen feeders because the commercial part or else the consumable part of cabbage is the leaf. So cabbages require heavy nitrogen doses, and here I am applying my homemade 18, 16, 14 percentages of NPK fertilizer, and once in a month I'll be giving this fertilizer of almost 50 to 60 grams per plant, and it will suffice all the nutrients for the plant, and the plant will be grown very healthily. I advise, if you are growing organically, I advise you to prepare your own fertilizer, and it is very easy. You can check out my videos on how to make homemade organic fertilizer. And basically, if we use organic fertilizer, the taste of the vegetable will be excellent when compared with chemically grown vegetables, whether it's cabbage or tomatoes, whatever the vegetable. Organically grown vegetables have a very long shelf life, as well as it tastes very well. And once in 30 days, if you are using a liquid fertilizer, then you have to give once in a week or once in 10 days. As I'm using granular fertilizer, so solid fertilizer, I'll be giving once in a month, and that is sufficient for plant to grow very well. Always remember, soon after you give fertilizer to your plant, you have to irrigate, you have to water your plant, so that if any fertilizer is in contact with the plant leaf or stem, it will not give any adverse impact, since the water you irrigate will wash off the fertilizer from the plant, and as well as it helps the plant to absorb the nutrients which is being dissolved by this water. Coming to the pests and diseases found in cabbages, the major pest found in cabbage is the cabbage butterfly. It lays eggs on the leaf, and the eggs hatch into larvae, and the larvae will feed on the leaves, and it will bore into the head of the cabbage. And the second major pest of cabbage is aphids. It will suck the sap from the leaf, and it will drastically impact the yield of the plant. Whereas coming to the diseases, No much diseases are present in cabbage, and it is very resistant to many diseases. It depends, like there are some cases like wilt, root wilt, where the plant will be completely dried because of wilt. For controlling pests in cabbage like caterpillar and aphids, spray neem oil once in a week at the rate of 1 ml for 1 liter of water. Here I'll be giving you a tip. When you are growing your cabbages in pots, once the heads are formed or else the plant starts forming the head, you can remove the bottom leaves which are, which are dried or else it is having some sort of disease. You can just remove it. It helps for better aeration of the plant and it prevents many pests and diseases for the plant. Cabbages take 120 to 130 days to harvest, and you can harvest depending upon the size of the head. If you prefer smaller size, you can harvest it at 110 days, and if you prefer a bigger size, you can harvest at 140 days. But always remember, if you are using organic fertilizer in a solid form, you have to apply once in a month. And don't forget, you have to fertilize your cabbage plants regularly, because cabbages are heavy feeders and they prefer nitrogen in higher quantities. As I said earlier, cabbages are cool season crops and they grow very well in temperatures ranging from 4 degrees to 30 degrees centigrade. Even I have grown my cabbages in 35 degrees day temperatures, whereas the night temperatures are around 17 degrees Celsius. So it doesn't matter, but below 30 degrees centigrade, the growth of the cabbage is very good and it tastes very well. So, and it is also a very easy crop to grow, and it doesn't require much maintenance. The only thing we have to do is regularly water the plant so that the top layer of the soil doesn't get dried off and the plant will not be wilted. And coming to the harvest, see, I am going to pull off the plant, but it's a bit hard to pull with my single hand as I'm holding my phone in another hand. So what I did was I have cut to the base with a knife, and when I weighed this cabbage, it is almost 550 grams. So that is very much sufficient for me to consume it, and it tastes delicious, believe me. So friends, that's it for today, and I hope I have covered all the points in growing cabbages. So in the coming days, I'll try to give a detailed version on how to grow cauliflower also. And if you are new to this channel, please subscribe to my channel. And friends, thanks for watching. Have a nice day.